Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to be talking about Andrew Yang and the right to never be forgotten. All right, so let's talk about this. So specifically what I'm talking about today is what to do with actors, images, and voices, their presence once they have died, American actors. So this has become a real issue for the Hollywood community. What do you do with an actor once they have died? Because in the old days, if your actor died, that's it. They can't make any more movies. That is not the case today. You can absolutely make a whole bunch of movies with dead actors. Right? That is just a fact. That is no longer debatable. Right? So I want to talk about that, and I want to talk specifically about Andrew Yang and a policy he should implement within his first 100 days that would help the nation. And also, Andrew Yang is specifically one of the only candidates who could make this policy, because I think he's one of the only candidates that could actually see the value of it and understand the technology at a level that would allow him to put a law ahead of the technology, which is almost impossible for any politician today, but it's certainly not impossible for Andrew Yang because he's an American tech entrepreneur. And so laws put forward by Andrew Yang can really be different than we've ever seen from any other president, because he's way ahead of the curve technology-wise, and he can understand and put laws in place either at the time we need them to deal with the technology we have, or even beforehand, right? Which again, generally with what we've had in America, the politicians are so atrocious at understanding technology that our laws lag 5, 10, 15 years behind the tech, okay? So basically, before I go any further, this content has spoilers for Cobra Kai Season 2 in it. So the reason why we're talking about this today is I just finished watching Cobra Kai Season 2. If you haven't watched this, it's absolutely amazing. It's really, really good. Cobra Kai Season 2 was really special because basically it's the story of Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso as adults who have their own dojos, competing dojos. And so what the show did was it set up a situation where the final episode of Season 2 has literally 14 different combatants who are all students in a very rich California high school, absolutely going at each other with karate training that they've gotten from the Cobra Kai dojo and from the Miyagi-Do dojo. And what's happened in the show is that the animus, the rivalry between Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, between the Cobra Kai dojo and the Miyagi-Do dojo, has gotten so intense that it's spilled over and it's overflowed in the anger of their students. And I couldn't believe it. It was one of the best season endings I have ever seen in my life. Like, I really enjoyed Karate Kid because at the end there was this all-valley tournament where you see these, opponents, going at each and fighting each other, in a tournament setting. And that was very exciting to see awesome karate in this tournament setting. Well, the season finale of Season 2 of Cobra Kai is 14 high school students going at each other, like, just all out, kicking the living crap out of each other, chopping each other with karate chops, flipping each other over. Like, it was insane. And it's this sprawling 14 combatant brawl, absolute karate brawl, right? Where, all the animus and all the anger and all the rivalry between Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence spills out into this absolutely epic karate, 15-20 minute karate scene, the likes of which I have never seen in any film. It was like Endgame came to the Karate Kid. It was insane, right? And it was epic, right? And the reality is, the two of these, Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, you have this epic battle because their anger is just spilling out into their highly trained karate expert students, right? Now, why did that happen in the story? Well, the reason that happened in the story is Daniel LaRusso has lost balance, and the reason he has lost balance is there is no Mr. Miyagi. Okay, all right. Now, there is no Mr. Miyagi in Cobra Kai Season 2 because Pat Morita has passed. He is no longer with us. He has died. right? Now, here's the issue, right? With the current laws that we have in America, it'd be very difficult to put Pat Morita in a movie right now. And I'm pretty sure that's why they decided not to. Because I don't think anybody went to Pat Morita and said, would you like to be in television and movies when you're dead? Right? Because it wasn't a thing when he passed, right? But this is absolutely a thing now. And every single agent, every single studio needs to be thinking, what are we going to do if our actor dies, right? It's a huge, huge issue, right? So this is what I'm saying today. Andrew Yang should put in his first 100 days, he should put in a right to never be forgotten law. And what this would do is it would establish American law so that any and all public actors who have appeared in any television show or any movie that was publicly aired for one or more episodes or one or more movies, that when they die, all of their presence, their voice, their image, all of their ability to act as a dead person, which is considerable, this has already been proven in several films, including the Star Wars trilogy, right? All of their presence, all the rights to their presence will go directly to their next of kin, okay? And their next of kin will be able to sell those rights and do whatever they wish with them. They can make it so that Pat Morita's next of kin could make it so that no movies or television shows could be ever made with Pat Morita again, or they could sell his image to 3 different studios and you could make 6 movies and 3 new television shows with Pat Morita in them, right? Now, why do we need this, and why does Andrew Yang need to concern himself with it? Well, here's the thing. This wouldn't be a big deal if entertainment weren't the new steel, okay? Entertainment and technology are the absolute main drivers for the American economy now, okay? Our entertainment really is our new steel. It's our major export. It's what makes us relevant. It's what makes us money in the industrial scene or in the international scene, right? It is our main export. And technology is the same. And the ability to have a dead actor, and I'm sorry, when I say actor, I mean actor and actress. When I say, I use that term for both, right? When you have a dead actor, their presence is incredibly valuable now. And as a nation, we need to be able to do as much as possible with dead actors and actresses. Because frankly, I will say this. I think many American dead actors, and by the way, this is all for actors who die going forward. I would not grandfather these laws on any old actors or actresses. But after this law was passed, any actor or actress who had been in a publicly aired television show, and I mean web shows as well, streaming content, or a movie, their presence would go directly to their next of kin, and their next of kin would be able to sell those rights. And I think this is really, really important because right now, technology and entertainment, and guess what? Dead actor presences being put onto screen through technology and being included in American entertainment is at the absolute crossroads of technology and entertainment, which are the absolute 2 biggest drivers of American commerce that exists today, right? It's huge. This is a really, really big, important subject, right? And I really feel like this is important that we establish and get this set, right? And here's the thing. We've had to deal with these horrible scrub politicians for 20, 30 years now who have no clue what is happening in technology. Andrew Yang is not that person. We have the ability to skip 40 years into the future, the second on January 20th, 2021, and when Andrew Yang has defeated every single Democrat candidate and when he has defeated utterly Donald Trump, we will have a president who fully understands technology and can make laws at the speed of technology, right? At the same speed of technology. It doesn't have to lag behind anymore. And this is an hugely important establishment. Also, by establishing this law, we will fix a major problem for the technology industry. We will fix a major problem for the entertainment industry. And guess what? This will be a precursor for the American law to never, ever be forgotten. Every single human being, we should have the right to never be forgotten, ever. right? Like J. Scott Garibay, I don't want there to ever be a time where humanity forgets that Scott Garibay existed, nor any of my children, nor anyone in this nation. We all have value. We all have the right to never, ever be forgotten, right? And so this idea that our presence will be able to be used in the future to do things that we aren't able to do as a living, it's important, right? Now, I know what you're saying. You're like, wait, where are you going to establish this right from? That's not in the Constitution. Well, guess what? Since the early 70s, we have completely divorced rights from the Constitution. We have tons and tons and tons of rights now that have nothing to do with the Constitution, right? So I think it's kind of like, so this is a more conservative idea. Actually, I don't know about that. I don't think this has to do with right or left. It just has to do with forward. I think any progressive would agree that we should not steal rights from dead people, right? And I think, when I'm dead, I have the right to be remembered and never, ever forgotten. And I think every American deserves this right to never, ever be forgotten. We can establish this first in the tech industry. We can establish this first in the entertainment industry, and that can serve as the law template to make sure that all Americans never, ever are forgotten in the future, and that our presences can be used in the future to do things that, when we're dead, that we can't do when we're dead now, right? And I think it's really important. It's a really important right, okay? And this is the point. In his first 100 days, I think Andrew Yang should fully implement the right to never be forgotten policy, and should fix this problem for the tech industry and should fix this problem for the entertainment industry. That's my opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful day.